Before we start, we're just gonna say R.I.P. to Bob Uecker. Truly, one class act. One of his, we will never see another Bob Uecker ever again. I will never be a Bob Uecker, and you guys all know that. Truly, one of his time. My personal favorite broadcaster. Welcome to the pit, everybody, and here comes our special guest on the podcast here today, my grandpa. Here we go.
Nice to be in the pit. The pit and the pendulum. It's great to be here. Thank you, Jake, for allowing me to come on your show, Talking Sports. Looking forward to giving a few thoughts.
All right, hello everybody. Welcome to the podcast
Hi
here today
there,
with
friends.
my grandpa. Yeah, let's get going.
Nice
All right.
to be here in Sports
We're going to
Talk.
start with football. Chicago Blitz are your Minecraft Football League champions. Great season. You know, you kind of knew once they won that conference championship, they had decent shot at. And once that second half hit, they really kicked it into high gear and they took the whole thing.
The Chicago Blitz looked unstoppable. It was truly their season, their year. I hope the Chicago Bears can learn a little bit from the Blitz.
Yep. And then really, the Chicago team actually winning, you know?
Yeah, and I love the stadiums that the league played in. Beautiful. You made all those?
Yep.
Wow.
I kind of went for kind of fashion off of stadiums, but I also made sketches of the blueprint kind of of the designs.
Amazing architect, amazing builder, and I heard the Chicago Bears are talking like a couple $1 billion remake of their.
Yeah, they're
Chicago
going to build it
Stadium.
in a nearby
Soldier.
parking lot, Soldier Field. Yeah.
Oh my lord! Do you think
one.
that's smart?
I think they should go outdoor and see it. Make a canopy. I like that trying to go for Super Bowl, but it doesn't have to be a Super Bowl. Man.
I agree with you. You know, it's nice to play out in the
snow. It
out
gives
in the
you
snow,
an advantage.
out in nature, out in the rain, out in the mud.
Yep.
You know. Well, thank you.
Next up, we're gonna go right into the PWBL. Starts in about a month. The spring training begins in March, so we got 2 months. So this should be great. You know, we're under 2 months now, so this should be amazing. Great season. We saw the draft. What are we thinking here? You know, what team really stands out to you?
It's Austin. I thought sounded pretty good. Austin. What are the other teams?
Madison
it's a new
and
league.
Buffalo. I think Buffalo's my team to watch. They got my dad on the team, big power hitter. Meanwhile, they got Olivia for some extra speed on the base paths, and she can pitch. So.
Madison, I don't go for. To me, they're just, kind of, oh, yeah, we're the capital of Wisconsin. We deserve to win. You got to play the games, and but wiffle ball is the new sport. It's taken over from pickleball. So watch the league. I'm glad we're going to be doing it.
Yep. And now we're also going to the CFB championship game.
Can you tell me real quick the teams of the wiffle ball league?
The teams, Buffalo Freeze.
Yeah.
We also got the
Madison
Ducks, and then we got the Austin Sluggers.
Yeah.
And now we're going to go right into the keys in the national championship game. For me, Notre Dame, they got to be ready for the no-huddle because Ohio State plays pretty quickly. You know, you got to be ready for the run game. They pass it downfield, got to be ready for that. And then you also got to keep up for scoring because Ohio State scores plenty of points, so you got to keep up.
I agree with you. Ohio State's going to come out real hard, fast. And Notre Dame better be ready for it. And then they better not get all panicked and worried like they did against NIU. NIU, that was their year. And they played well. They whooped Notre Dame. I'm going to say that. If you beat Notre Dame, it's a whooping. So I'm going to go with Ohio State. They're not my favorite team. They always are in it. They always seem to be on top. I'd be happy if Notre Dame could pull it off.
Yeah, I'd be happy, but I don't think they're going to do it. Especially if you lose to NIU.
I'm going to ask you this. Why are they doing it on Inauguration Day and Martin Luther King Day?
Well,
I don't get that.
Yeah.
I think they should have switched it to maybe Tuesday.
Well, I think they should have done it on Sunday on a weekend.
Yeah, well, that's pro
That's
football.
pro football, actually.
So, well, I'm looking forward to it. It's been a great year in college football.
But maybe, Sunday, noon, and because all the playoff games, they're at 3 o'clock and 7. So how about you doing noon?
Were you surprised at any teams this year? The team that surprised me was Brigham Young. They went farther than I thought they were going to.
team I
BYU.
thought would surprise me, SMU. You know, they really didn't think, but they were up to like number 12 ranked in the country.
Yeah.
And then at one point, they were in like the top 10. Just amazing job that they did. Did a great job.
I was
You
a
know,
little
they came out-
disappointed
Yeah.
with Tennessee. I was hoping they would be in the championship. I always
Yeah.
liked Tennessee. We're going to be going there, kind of see some of the landscapes, some of the sights, taste some of the cuisine. It should be a great trip. I'm going to see Graceland. So, but your prediction is Ohio State. I'm going to have to agree with you, but hopefully the prayers, the Hail Marys are going up for Notre Dame, and to me that would be a great championship.
All right, next up, we're going to go into the NFL playoff bracket, our current predictions. So today, I had Texans. They could beat the Chiefs possibly.
You might be
but
right.
They got to be, you got to keep up with their scoring. You got to make sure to play aggressive with Mahomes. You got to put them under pressure, but you also, I'd say, go cover free with a little blitz, is what I'd say.
I'm going to say Taylor's in the building, and Kelsey isn't going to lose. With her in
Kelsey
the building.
washed, man.
Huh?
Kelsey washed.
No, I think he's going to go out on top, and Taylor, she's there to cheer him on. I'm going to give her credit. She could have said, I don't need that. I don't need the publicity. You know, she's a billionaire a couple times over. She makes good songs.
No.
And I think she's faithful.
Not my favorite, man.
Yeah, she's not an Apostles' Creed, I'm going to say that. But she's got her genre. I'm hoping the Chiefs. I predicted them to take a third Super Bowl in a row. How about Detroit?
And then next up, Commanders. That'll probably be my main upset of the week.
I agree.
Lions are just too banged up. And then we're going to go to Rams-Eagles. I think the Eagles are kind of rough, so Rams can do it, but I can see that game going either way.
Packers
And
almost
the Bills,
beat the Eagles.
Ravens always lose in the playoffs, so I'm
Yeah.
going to say that's their week. The Bills will beat them.
I totally agree, and as I said, I have Mahomes going all the way. Who do you have going all the way?
Bills or Commanders?
I like your thoughts, but don't go against Mahomes. He's hungry.
And then for real or fake, MLB edition.
MLB. First of all, you got to give Euchre all the credit.
Yep, we did our little tribute.
Yep, he is the dog. He's the man, and a good example. You know, of doing what you enjoy in life. The guy, and not taking yourself so seriously. I said, thank you, Bob. You were the sound of summer for me growing up. You know, we couldn't afford to even watch it. I went to a few games, but I always listened to him on the radio. Working out in the garage, so I give thanks. I think you're looking at probably the next Bob Euchre right here. Jake, just watch him. Start listening to your radio, streaming. I think you're going to be hearing him. I heard a rumor they might be having tryouts to replace Bob, and I'm hoping Jake might give it a try.
All right, well, that was everything today.
MLB, I'm just going to say, watch the Brewers this year.
Well, they got Nestor Cortez. They got that guy out of Japan who had like a 1.7 ERA in Japan. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Pitching is covered. But the problem is they have not filled the void at shortstop. I say you call up that Tyler Black, fill in at first base, because that guy's been in the minor leagues since 2022. I say give him a shot.
I think the Mets are trying to go all in too. I'll give them credit. Made some good trades.
But
I'm
then,
excited.
He could also play second base. So I say move him over to shortstop, maybe trade for Spencer Torkelson, give him a chance, and there you go. All your problems are solved.
Good point. Very good.
And then Yankees, you know they're going to lose. I don't care,
The
man.
Yankees, I don't know. They put a lot of pressure on their players. Like the Cubs do too. I'm looking forward to a great season. I think a team you might want to watch is Cincinnati. They might surprise some people. And Detroit, they're always in the hunt. St. Louis, you never can count them out. They're a tough team. Bob Euchre won a World Series ring.
Yep.
Playing for him. Well, not playing, as he would say. I didn't play at all. So that's why they gave me the ring. That's funny.
Well, one more story about Bob Euchre. Now, Landis. Bob Euchre said his final season, his baseball card came out with no picture of him on it.
That's one of the funniest of all. Bob Euchre didn't have a picture of himself on his baseball card. No, he was a good guy. my son, he and my other son and myself, we got to go up in the booth, the announcer's booth, and have him sign a ball that person behind us caught and gave it to my son because he said, I can tell you your son's a big Brewers fan. Bob Uecker signed it very graciously, and then Gorman Thomas was sitting there. He says, Stormy, why don't you sign it for the kid too? And Gorman did. Who was the other announcer?
I can't remember his name.
He's now, I think, announcing for St. Louis, but he was kind enough to sign the ball. And John, and they still have it.
Yep.
We want to wrap it up.
Well, thank everybody for watching. We enjoyed this.
I've enjoyed being on the broadcast. I wish Mean Gene and John were able to join us. They always have good insights. Go Chiefs!